Just testing the sound, testing the sound. Just had a little hiccup, so we're getting there. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Yes, Sharon, you're in the right place. First, no, I totally forgot. Just give me 1 second, because I've now lost a piece of paper that I had. I wanted to do acknowledgement of country to the and I've forgotten how to word it, to the Ghana people, the rightful storytellers and owners of this land that I am sitting on right now. Okay, so yes, Sharon, you are in the right place. Yay! Okay. So we just had a bit of a hiccup. Hello, everyone, or whoever's here watching. We've had a couple of hiccups. We were getting something delivered by IKEA and it turned up like 5 minutes before we were supposed to start, so that happened. And it turns out, if you're here now or you will be here soon, Facebook is not playing the video like it used to do. So you used to put a link in the Facebook event page and it would actually play the video there. What it's doing now is it's just saying, no, there's a link. Hello, Lauren. I'm just explaining the hiccups we've had. And so the YouTube won't play directly onto the Facebook page. So there, if anyone's chatting in Facebook, you can tell them just to join the event at the top, and that gives you the link, takes you straight through to YouTube, I believe. I think that's how they do it. So yes, that happened. So that's why we're just like a few minutes late, but that's okay. So I've got a few things. So I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. I've got a little list, my little run sheet here. Okay, definitely need a cup of tea. Got this one specially for the Twixtmas because there's gingerbread in there. Okay, for those who are hard of hearing, you should hopefully be getting closed captions on YouTube. If you're not, you can click the little CC button and you should get closed captions. This will also be going up later, so if you do miss anything, you can go back later and listen. Yes, I can see you and hear. Oh yeah, I should have checked I did check my microphone's working. Is it loud enough though? Can you hear me loud enough? I might move it just a little bit closer. I've got my new new one, thanks to my Patreons. That is the cutest mug. Yes, I got the mug through Big W, I think. Okay, except if I put the microphone there, I can't type. Okay, can you hear me loud enough though? Can I have a couple of pings to let me know that you can? Okay, so, right, we've already got a first comment, by the way. Have you marked those down? Yeah. Okay, so roundup of what's going to be happening today. I've got a book trailer to play in a minute, and I've got I'm going to talk a little bit about each of the book. There's 2 books today. There's Twixtmas and there's Tomorrow When I Die in paperback, which was separate in paperback, which wasn't before. There are a couple of giveaways. So a chance to win an ebook copy of a book as we go along today. There's 3, I think, ebooks of each book to go. At the end, so probably around about, plugging in my speakers. Okay, probably about 12:15. There's going to be, I'm going to give away a paperback of each book, and there's also going to be a book box giveaway. Both the paperbacks and the book box are only postage within Australia if you're watching from overseas, because I just can't afford to post them overseas. I'm so sorry. But the ebooks you can win anywhere. There will be a couple of random ones. So each time you comment or ask a question, you go on with a chance. So if you comment more or ask more questions, you get more chances of winning. There's also some questions, and the first person to get that right will get the copy. And also, oh gee. Okay. Also, keep your eyes open, because during the event, there will be some clues that will be for the big box. I'll ask a question at the end, and whoever is the first to get that right will get a big box. So we've got Lauren and we've got Sharon. Okay. So might give away the first ebook prize is for the first person who did a comment, and so that's Sharon. You were here first, so you get an ebook of Twixtmas. Can you write that down? I've got Dear Heart helping me here, so he's keeping track of who comments and who asks questions. During the event today, if you, Lauren, Sharon, whoever's joining, if you want to ask a question, just ask a question. I'm going to do a Gal Carriger thing. Put a question mark at the beginning of your question. That way, when you're when I'm scanning down here, or Dear Heart scanning down there, we can see easily that it's a question you'd like me to answer. Okay. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so yes, so that's the first giveaway. Nice knot. Okay, so I thought I'd start with now, if I've got this right, it should work. And hopefully the sound, if you can't hear the sound when I do this, plugging in my speaker. Thanks, you're welcome, Sharon. I don't think you read ebooks, but you've got an ebook. So gift it to someone else if you want to. Also at the I'll get Dear Heart to post the thing about Dave when there's a winner. Can you post that comment about? Yeah. So for whoever gets announced as a winner, you'll be marked down in our list. Yes, Dave. Yes. And comment, or so message me on Facebook, or I don't know if you can message me on YouTube, but message me on Facebook, or email me at KarenJCarlisle at gmail.com. So I mean, I'm not saying, Lauren. So hang on. Email me at KarenJCarlisle@gmail.com with details. Except I can't spell my name. Look at that. So yeah, if you win, message me or email me with contact details, so I can tell you how to redeem your book. Okay, so I've written that on the thing there. Hopefully someone will see that. Okay, right. So first of all, I will show you the most recent. So we're doing Twixtmas up first. Now, it came out a little while ago, but it hasn't had an official launch, so this is too far. You get Twixtmas and Tomorrow When I Die, because it's a Christmas in July event. And this was the... Show the blurb first. Okay, so we'll start with the blurb. There we go. So it's Twixtmas, the odd dreamlike state between Christmas and New Year, where time slows, days blur, and the connections between the other worlds and ours are at their thinnest. Anything is possible and anything can happen. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that is the book. So this is the paperback, and the blurb's on the back, and there's some pickies inside, like all the Argentina ones. And of course, now I'm doing this, you can't see any of the pictures. There is pictures inside. There's one. Which one's that one? Gives you a hint about what's in there. So that's the paperback, and I will now play the trailer, if it works. Here we go. Yes, it works. you got sounds on. That's because I forgot to turn the microphone back on because you didn't want to hear me talking. So, yeah, sorry, you didn't want to hear me talking during the middle of the book trailer. Okay, so what I was saying, I was just getting a note put on my Facebook author page that we have to go to YouTube. So if there's people, hello, Michael. Yeah, I had a mute button on. You're correct, Michael. Yeah. Yes, I was trying to be polite and turn it off while the book trailer was going, so that you didn't hear us chattering in the background. So, okay, so yes, now I have sound again. So the first up, we've got Twixtmas, and it is set on Christmas Day. So Enid and Agnes. So if you've hi Michael, Enid and Agnes. If you've met them in the book one, we'll talk about that in a minute too, are getting ready for, they're getting Christmas lunch ready, and it's going to be, they're waiting for Sally and Alfred. I got it right, didn't I? It was Alfred. Yes. For some reason, sometimes I call him Albert. They're arriving for Christmas lunch, and that's the first Christmas they're going to have as a sort of found family, sort of since Sally became protector after book one. Get rid of that one sheet. So how does it fit into the book? So the first book I wrote was this one here, and it was set in what year was it set? I can't. It's set in modern day now, Adelaide. It was actually set during that really, I think 2019 was when we had the bushfires. That really, really, really hot summer that we had. That's when that was actually written. So it's set then technically, but yeah, it could be any year really these days, and set in the Adelaide Hills, not far up here, up near Houghton. So more sort of that north end of the Adelaide area. Um, and it was it introduced Sally. So we had our great aunt Enid and Sally, which is her great niece. That's correct, isn't it? Yes. And Enid had been on holidays, and Sally had come to look after the house, and she doesn't know anything about the protectors and how they do magic, or hidden magic in this case, and they protect the world from the things that might come through from the other worlds. And she finds out about it in a not very good way, and she has a horrible things happen to her. Yeah, so that was set first. This book two was actually set 100 years beforehand. And it is a fantasy mystery with some hidden magic. So we get some origin stories of some of the characters. and you learn a little bit more about them and how some character, well, there's one, two, three, about 3 or 4 characters, how they came to be in the story. And then the third book, of course, is Twixtmas, which we're talking about today, which is set just after this one. So book 1 was set before Christmas, and this is the first Christmas since Sally became a protector in book 1. Yes, that's a spoiler if you haven't read it, but this book has been out for years. So was it two weeks or 2 months you do for spoilers? Sorry, allergies are playing up. Sorry. Now, if you want to read them in the order they were written, it's book 1, book 2, book 3. If you want to read them in chronological order, 1920, although you'll get spoilers. If you prefer a reveal, I recommend you read them in written order. But so book 1 is, and then book 2, and then book 3, and there will be more of these books because they keep telling me they want more stories. Okay, so our main character is Sally, Aunt Enid's her great aunt. She is a nurse at a hospital somewhere, unnamed hospital, made up one probably. Doesn't really matter. And we originally meet her actually in a short story called At Aunt Enid's, which I wrote, oh gosh, many years ago. Then I rewrote it, and it's actually in the back of this book here, the original story with Sally. So if you've got this book here, Aunt Enid, Protector Extraordinaire #1, it's at the back. I think it's after the recipe or before, yeah. It's before the recipe or after the recipe? Oh, all of the Aunt Enids have recipes in them. Okay, it's before the thing. So it's at Aunt Enid's. Oops. Before the recipe at the very back. And the recipe in this one is for gingerbread. And I found a recipe from Mrs. Beeton, so it's actually a 19th century gingerbread recipe. But I had to scale it right down because the amounts that they gave would have fed an army for like 2 Christmases. So yeah. So yeah. So in At Aunt Enid's, Sally's about age 9 or 10, and she's at her great aunt's for school holidays. And the dark tries to break through and fails because of Enid's garden gnome army. And again, spoiler, but I did write this book ages ago, so yeah. Sally doesn't realise that they're allies, and so she has a freak out about this. I mean, she's 10, perfect for making gingerbread houses. Yeah, you probably could make. Have you made a gingerbread house out of it? Yeah, you could with that gingerbread, couldn't you? Yeah. I was up to it. Yeah. So Sally doesn't remember though, because Aunt Enid has actually wiped her memories magically, and that causes some issues in the book. So yeah, Sally has an irrational fear of garden gnomes, which brings us to trigger warnings if people want them. Keeping time. Okay, yeah, I've got doodles of time. I have a very vague run sheet. So trigger warnings. I do actually have a trigger warnings page, and it's on my website. So KarenJCarlisle.com, and it's under the books. So the books page .com/books/book trigger warnings. Can you pop that onto the YouTube and onto the event page? Thank you. So yeah, so panic attacks. Sally has panic attacks about garden gnomes. She had a big whopper one in book 1. And there's also low-level fantasy violence, imprisonment, and this is in Twixtmas. Imprisonment, drug references, garden gnomes, and description of decaying bodies and gaslighting. So some people like triggers. It's not too bad though. I have an editor who doesn't like too bad triggers, and I think she was okay with it from what she told me. Is that right? Okay. So Michael, I said before, if you've got any questions you want to ask, just ask them. Just put a question mark at the beginning of the question, so when it runs on the comments here, we can tell that it's actually a question to specifically answer. So anyone who wants to ask me questions, go for it. Okay, you don't have to wait till the end. It's not like school. Okay, so we talked about triggers. So Twixtmas puts Sally in a really interesting position because it starts with they arrive for Christmas. Alfred goes missing, and of course I won't go into why she goes, but she ends up going through this portal to find and save Alfred. Perfect. Okay, yep. Sorry, I'm trying to follow the comments as well. Unfortunately, Red the garden gnome, so you would have met Red in book 1, and Red is sort of, he's occasionally in book 2 as well back then, so he's been around for a while. He goes through with her. Auntie Ned won't let her go through without him, and so Sally now has to deal with her fear of garden gnomes, so there's panics and stuff, and trust and all that sort of stuff, and she if she doesn't deal with it, she won't succeed in her quest. So that's one of the things that has to happen there. And also we learn a little bit more about the magic system. And of course, being in another world, technically Twixtmas is a portal fantasy. So it's still part of the Uneaten Mysteries, except this one specifically, the main character is Sally, and Red is the sort of sidekick, although he probably would prefer not being the sidekick, but yeah. And deals with Sally and having to get over her thing, so we can move on to the next book that I've got planned. Sally. Okay, Sally. Who is Sally? Was inspired and named after my best friend in primary school, Sally Batten. Which you probably won't be watching this. This was back in East Brisbane when I lived in Queensland. I haven't seen her for ages because we sort of moved away from that area. Things happened and I wasn't allowed to keep contact. And of course now I've moved interstate. So every now and then I try looking for some of my old friends, Sally and Jenny and a few others, but you know what it's like. Yeah. So that's who Sally was named after. Aunt Enid was named after my very own great Aunt Enid, and she's based on my great Aunt Enid and also on my grandmother, because they were two amazing women. And who is Agnes? Named Agnes is just a name that I found which sounded appropriate. Hello, Kelsey. Hello. Have you missed? Sorry if I missed this, but are the words of Aunt Enid's series and Violet's related? No. Okay, so it's a good question. So they are separate universes. Okay, so you've got the Aunt Enid mysteries are this side of the portal. Yes, it is difficult to keep up with primary school friends. Yeah, it's and a lot of them aren't on social media. Okay. So Aunt Enid mysteries are set in Adelaide, and they're Adelaide, and there's a portal that goes to many other worlds. So think of it like a multiverse type situation. And so this will occasionally go into other worlds, but there's also two or three series I've got planned, decades down the track probably. Hi, Nathan. Dave, can you just post up again about the winners and stuff like that, competitions, and because we've got people joining again in YouTube. Okay. So the other fantasy series are actually on the other worlds. So they are sort of loosely related, as in they could interact at some point, maybe. Quickly about Viola Stewart. That's 1888, 1889, 1890, Victorian London with my steampunk alternate world. They are related to the James Findlay. Can you grab blood ties for me, please? The James Findlay journals, which there's going to be hopefully some more stories. They are planned. And so you've got blood ties, which I'll show you here. So blood ties, so they are related because that's Jack the Ripper coming from that one. And there is at least one other series I've got planned in that world. Yeah, at least one, maybe two. It depends on how many of my books in my list of now 35 book ideas I've got to do. So that was a good one. Thank you, Kelsey. Hello, Kelsey from overseas. So, Kelsey, we're giving away some ebooks. So I've given away the first ebook, and there's going to be another one real soon. Okay. Yep. More tea. Okay. Up to that one. I've done that one. I've done that one. Oh, yep. Another thing I've done for this particular series and the other series, but this one now, is are there any interactions with Fae? Book 2, yes. Book 3, it depends on your definition of Fae. There's interactions with other worldly creatures. It depends on your definition of Fae. So Nathan asked the question as well as Kelsey. So what I have been doing as well, because I like my book merch and I like my D&D, I'm actually making book dice. So these were the original two. So it's caffeine dice and honey and lemon dice. And with them you get a card. So this one is actually made for Twixtmas specifically. So this one is a garden gnome known as the Traveller, and it's an NPC. The other two are magic items, and they're related to my book, so that's something you can get. Wanted to watch this since... Oh, cool. Yes. Happy Christmas in July to you too, Kelsey. Also, yes, Nathan and Kelsey, I don't know, every time you comment or ask a question, you go in the thing. So Dave's going to have to start totting up numbers soon because we're going to have another giveaway real soon. In fact, probably about now, actually. So, so this is a giveaway. So we've done the first giveaway. Now that some more people are here, I love dice. Okay, so Lauren, you can get these via my website. If you're overseas, you'd probably have to find out what postage is, and it's probably not going to be cheap. So, yeah. Dave, give me some numbers. I'm going to do a random one because we've got other people who've done stuff now. So, numbers 1 to... 6 to 26. Okay, I've got a little spinner here. I turned off the numbers, the sound, because it's really loud. Now I'm going to spin, and this is for an ebook copy of Twixtmas, number 24.
Nathan.
Who? Nathan. Nathan. I think he's already got an ebook copy of Twix. So Nathan, you get a copy of ebook copy of Twixtmas, and can you put the message about how to get stuff again? So, okay, good. So this was a plus bonus ebook Twixtmas. I'm writing this down to Nathan as well. Okay, so this one is the official ebook giveaway I was going to do. Just collected some books from and dice from Geek Treasures. Oh, I'm an Adelaide local. Yes, you did. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm going to talk about Adelaide events real at the end. So, ebook giveaway. Okay, so this one has a question. What is your favourite Christmas tradition? Can you put these into the Facebook page and to here as well? Yeah. And it's the first person to announce. Oh, actually, the people who Are the portals time and space or just one of them? Don't know. I have thought about time and space because that would work for some of the stories I've got, but at the moment it's sort of our time going to other worlds. Yes, yes. I'm gonna talk about the author thing tomorrow too, Nathan. Um, so that was an ebook copy, Nathan. Okay. So Dave, if you can post the question to the YouTube and the YouTube, God, I'm old, and the Facebook page. So, what is your favourite Christmas tradition? Does your family have a unique or special tradition for Christmas? So, with ours, each year we buy a new Christmas tree decoration. So we've collected quite a few over the years. It's been 25 years. Oh my goodness. Um, um, Two, if you count the Hague's Christmas bauble that we get every year. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Dave, for posting that. And so I'll give you a little while to answer that question. I'll read them out and then we'll do a random between that one because that one's not a correct answer one. This is just a usually call me Wayne. I know, but you've got Nathan there, so it's thrown me, Wayne. Yeah, so we've also adopted Yollabokflod, and I've probably said that wrong, which is an Icelandic tradition which we thought suits us perfectly because basically you eat chocolate or drink chocolate and read books on Christmas Eve. So that's perfect for our family. So we usually go down to the local bookstore and we find one or two books for someone else. So between the three of us, we buy two books for someone else. So the other two buy a book each for the other person. And you get a lot of that we think that they might like. Sometimes it's consultation, but usually it's just I think this would be cool, or it's something that that we've had on our wish list, and then we get that. So we get two books and a lot of chocolate on Christmas Eve, and that has become a very long. We've done that for 5 or 6 years now, so that's not that's actually tradition now for us. And we also open one Christmas present on Christmas Eve. So, do any of you have any? Okay, Lauren, we hold a mid-year Christmas on June long weekend every year that we call English Christmas because my mum and her two best friends are all from England and we missed having Christmas in winter. Yeah. So, for people in America, when we have Christmas, it's hot. Actually, last year was the first year we had extended family of 20 people. We used to do that. Um, so it's hot down here. Sometimes we've had 45-degree plus days for Christmas. We've had a whole lot of hot ones. Last year was actually quite reasonable. So we tend to do seafood and sliced meats and cheeses and stuff. It's pretty healthy, actually. We only had the three of us down here. When I lived in Queensland, I have a very large family. I have 4 brothers and sisters, and they all have family, and I have four, 3 or 4 uncles and aunts, and they have family. And on Christmas Day, we used to all get together, and I swear there was probably sometimes 60 plus people. But yeah, I do miss a big Christmas, but it is what it is, and we have a smaller family. So Nathan gets together with family. Yeah, it's a good time to spend with family. I'll give a few more minutes for anyone else who wants to answer that. So everyone who makes a comment on this one will go into another spin. So I can do done on that one. We've only got. Sorry?
One entry per answer.
Sorry? Hang on a second. What was that? Sorry? Lauren's answered too. Yes. So we're just getting ready to do the spins. Anyone else got any Christmas traditions that they might do or something they do on Christmas? I've got tinsel while we're waiting. I've got tinsel on my thingies up there to try to make it look Christmassy. Kelsey, we always do Christmas in PJs, but go looking at lights every week in December. Oh, yes, that'd be lovely. When our offspring was younger, we'd go down to the brewery, which isn't there anymore, down at West End, no, Theberton, yes. And they still do have down there's a creek that goes past where the brewery used to be, which is now going to be a suburb, I think now. And they have all these things set up, like they had a big whale in the water, and they have a volcano, and they have all these Christmassy things and stuff. And you'd go down, and all the kids would watch it. Hopefully, this Christmas I can visit my family in Sydney. Oh, that would be good. Depends on how hot Sydney is. Okay, so just going to get some numbers and we'll do this one. Sorry, we're just getting numbers for the next one. Spinning now. Okay, so that one is Kelsey. Sorry, there was lots of chatting to try to set up the spinner. So Kelsey, you get an ebook copy of Twixtmas. Okay, because it's not working on Facebook, if you can, you probably don't want to put your contacts here. So you can put your you can put your Facebook. I've been trying to comment for ages. Hello, Merritt. That's okay. We've got more stuff coming. Don't worry. Woohoo. Yeah, so if you win an ebook or whatever, can you please email me at, can you put that into the thing on both of them again and announce the winner on the Facebook page? So for the newcomers, David's helping me, Dear Heart's helping me. So if you've won, Kelsey and who else won? Wayne, Nathan, and who won the first one? Sharon. I know some of you personally, but if you can email me at karenjcarlisle@gmail.com or message me on Facebook with your, and that way I can tell you after we're finished how to collect or organise how to collect your prize. Okay? Right. Okay. Another cup of tea. Right. Okay. So that's Twixtmas. So Merritt, we've just been talking about Twixtmas. This will go up later to be watched on YouTube again. So if you want to get all the information we talked about about Twixtmas, you can actually watch that later as well. So Merritt, also everyone who comments or answers a question or asks a question, we have a spinner so that you go in a chance to get an ebook copy of the books. So the next one we're going to be talking about is Tomorrow When I Die. So I'll put these books at the bottom. Ow. So this is the next one. Okay, so we start with, if this works for me. So it's the cover and the blurb. This is sort of the very short blurb. It's Christmas Eve, a friend is in trouble, a life is in danger, it's all just a matter of time. And then the extended one, watched. Okay, cool. Thanks, Merritt. The extended is it a part of another plot by the mysterious men in grey? Viola must find out the truth before it's too late. Boom, boom, boom. There's lots of boom, boom, booms when it comes to this one here. Okay, so so book trailer. Okay, so I made a very short book trailer before, and this one is the original. I'm trying to remember which one it is now. I think this is the original book trailer that I made for Tomorrow When I Die. Please tell me you aren't contemplating the end. No, I've still got... Okay, so this is the book trailer. The sound's not working, so just let me fix this. Hang on. It should be working. Oh, okay, it's just done a little hiccup. I'll start it again. I'll start it again because it hiccuped, okay? There we go. Okay, volume back. So now, should I ask, can you hear me? Have I turned the mute off? Yeah, just a little bit. I ran out of tea. Okay, so can someone tell me if the mute's off and you can hear me? This is telling me you can hear me. Okay, right, so that was the original book trailer for Tomorrow When I Die. And hopefully, if my scheduling has worked, that book trailer has gone up onto my author Facebook page and onto the event page as well. Oh, that's right, I have to do this one too. Turn that one off. This one hopefully won't have sound. So I also made a version of that. We can hear you, yay! Made a version of that in portrait for social media as well. So that's that is the social media version that I made as well. Okay. Run sheet. Okay, and we're doing the first ebook giveaway for Tomorrow When I Die, and that is a random one from people who have done comments. So Dave is going to give me some numbers to put into the spinner. 40 to 50. Okay, 40. So basically everyone who's asked a question or did a comment, 51 now, to now from this one is going to spin, and the spinner is going, and we've got number 51. Who's 51? Hang on. Right. Oh, okay. Every time I do this, I've got to, when I'm asking him questions, I've got to go that. Okay, so who won that one? Marit. Okay, Marit. Marit, you have an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die. Oh, also too, I said at the beginning, so people who came in late might have a bit of an issue, but I'll probably give you a little minute to go and have a look. I was going to give out clues during this book launch to the final question, and I've got some questions later for paperback and of Twixtmas and a paperback of Tomorrow When I Die and a book box of 12 Days of Christmas. And they will be questions, and it's the first person to answer it correctly. Marit says, thank you. Marit, if you can email me or message me on Facebook or email me on karenjcarlisle@gmail.com, if you can put that up on both of them again and who won it, with the details, so I can tell you with your contact, so I can tell you how to get your copy or your ebook copy reward thing. Okay, right, so that's done. Okay, so Tomorrow When I Die is set on Christmas Eve. So the other one was Christmas Day. This is Christmas Eve in London in 1890. So the books go, so Dr. Jack is 1888 because it's got Jack the Ripper. The second book, I Beholder, is 1889, and The Illusioneer is 1890. And this is a story which is actually technically in The Illusioneer. So I'll do that when I get home. Okay, cool. If you're going to the book event tomorrow, which I'll talk about at the end too, that we can organise stuff as well. Okay. Okay, so Tomorrow When I Die was originally published as one of the short stories. So with this series here, you get a couple of shorter stories at the beginning, and then you get the longer Illusioneer story, which is about that much of the book. So most of the book is one story, but so Tomorrow When I Die was originally done here, and it's Christmas Eve. But I had people going, well, we like Christmas stories. We just want Christmas stories or holiday stories. There are apparently a lot of people that read that. So originally I did Tomorrow When I Die as an ebook. And then I had a lot of people contacting me and asking, can you do it as a paperback? So it's the shorter story as paperback. So that's basically out new as the paperback there. Okay, so that's why it was published separately as a holiday story. So basically, Christmas Eve, Viola, and I only realised this after I'd sort of done the third, when I was writing the third book, I realised what I'd done in the other two books, and so I had to keep doing it, is each story, Viola's reading a different book from her time, so a contemporary book. And it's usually either a Conan Doyle story, so they started out as short stories in The Strand, and if I get that wrong, I'm in big trouble. Or she gets given books a lot. So each one, it's a story or a book that is sort of vaguely related to the one I'm writing. So it's sort of, what is she sitting down writing, and how does that affect the story and inspire the story? So it sort of inspired me to write certain things based as a hook, and she's reading a different story each time. So this one here, she's reading. Well, I was find the books here. I've got them all here. I've got a list of books here. She two books that inspired Tomorrow When I Die was The Chronic Argonauts, which is, I've got a date on it somewhere. So it was out in 1888, so it was brand new out. And for Christmas, Sir Archibald gives her a copy of the Chronic Argonauts, which was originally in the Science School's journal. And at the time, H.G. Wells was called Bertie Wells. And that was sort of the precursor to the Time Machine. So the Time Machine sort of is an influence on this story. And she also gets a brand new copy of The Christmas Carol, because her copy is totally just falling apart. And that was actually published in 1843. So they're the two books that inspired this one, and The Time Machine, which I didn't get. So The Time Machine I couldn't use in the book, though. See you tomorrow, Karen. have other things. Nice chatting with you. That's cool. Thanks, Wayne, for popping in. Yeah. I'll message you later, Wayne. No, Nathan. Wait, Nathan's. I call him Wayne. Don't worry. Thank you. Okay. So I've lost track now. Oh yeah, I couldn't use the time machine in Tomorrow When I Die because the time machine was published in 1990. No, sorry, 1895 as a novel, but it was actually originally a short story in 1894, but that was still too late. So, but before that, the time travel thing. So I'm not saying there's time travel in this one. There may or may not be time travel in this book, but it's one of the, what would you call it? Not a trope. What would you call it? It's one of the hooks, I suppose you call it. Sorry. I was also reading a lot of time travel stuff at the time and watching a lot of Doctor Who. So in Tomorrow When I Die, Sir Archibald has promised her a new book of the Dr. Doyle, who's Conan Doyle calls a science fantasy, and it was a fantastical tale about a man in search of his true name. And it's actually the Maricot Deep, which is one of his Challenger adventures. So that's mentioned in passing too. So I usually mention or have her reading specific books from the time. Okay. Done that. So yeah, precursor. She's got the new. So this one here. So I thought I'll go and get another copy of the Christmas Carol. And at the time they were doing a facsimile, and this is basically got the same cover that it came out with originally, and it's got the same, which is pretty cool. I've got to find it though. It's got the artwork that came out with the original book as well, so that's pretty cool. I like that. This was a facsimile from so originally published in 1843, carefully reconstructed with original illustrations in full colour by John Leach. So yeah, so I have a copy that is similar sort of to what they would have had, except theirs was probably a bit thicker. Time for another Christmas giveaway. Okay. Question. This is a question one. Now again, this one is answer. Everyone who answers this one goes in for a spin again to win an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die. So it's a question. I love books with artwork. My favourite, Secret Garden. Oh yeah, it's not done enough. That's why I put illustrations in my Aunt Enid, because it was sort of just whimsy, I suppose. Okay, so this one, everyone who answers this question, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just a thing. Again, we'll do another spin for a ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die. Okay. Ebook copy, and I've updated the cover on the ebook now, so when you get the new ebook it should have the new cover. Okay, so the question is, if you can post that into the things. Yep. What is your favourite science fiction or steampunk book? So preferably Victorian science fiction. So you've got Jules Verne, H.G. Wells, Conan Doyle wrote some as well. Who else? I've got a mental blank. Okay. Who else? There was actually a few older ones too. So you've got Frankenstein, Mary Shelley, and then there was another one called The Mummy, which is done in 3 parts, and that actually is in that's in Eye of the Beholder, I think, isn't it? Which sort of has Cheops, I think, travelling in an airship or something. That was early 1810 or something like that. I don't think I've got a copy of that one. I can't go past H.G. Wells' Love the Time Machine. Yeah, the Time Machine is probably one of the most popular to be made into a movie. There's several different versions of it. Tough one, Frankenstein. I like Frankenstein because, like traditional science fiction, it has comment on society, and that's the thing. It was, especially in the 50s, there was a lot of science fiction that had comments on society. It doesn't always do that as much now, sort of a bit more adventure, depending on who's writing it. Um, da, 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 uh, Lauren says, my favourite science fiction is the Brain and Brawn series by Anne McCaffrey. I used to, we've got almost the entire series of the Dragon Riders of Pern out the front room. So I enjoyed 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Whoops, hit the enter too. So yes, we get what you mean. And again, that's been made into a couple of different movies. What was I watching the other day? And they had the old 1950s version. Then you got Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is really a big adventure thing, and they've done different versions of that too. I saw a really old one the other day. It was a really old version of that. So yeah, we've got so H.G. Wells and Jules Verne and Anne McCaffrey. Well, Anne McCaffrey's not Victorian science, but yeah, like I said, it doesn't. Yeah, and steampunk books. Oh, since Kelsey's here, where's the book? It's by the bed. Next month, Kelsey has a book in the Steampunk Book Club. Just saying. Captain Nemo. Has anyone seen the Captain Nautilus short? It didn't get renewed, unfortunately. It's just series one. Was it about 8 episodes on? What was it on? Prime, I think. Yeah. Actually, I enjoyed that. It was different. I wish I would have liked to have seen a second season of that. So yeah. Okay, so we'll get some numbers to go for a spin. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yes, Kelsey. Her book is, oh gosh, don't tell me. Something Beauty and the Beast. I forget that first word. It's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. What's the first word, Kelsey? Not fearless. Not. Oh, isn't that terrible? Oh, terrible. But I'm in the middle of reading it now because I've read this. I put a thing out before. I've got 3 events. So today I've got this. Tomorrow I've got a book event, the Playford Author Market. Monday I've got my live chat for my patrons. And also, there we go, Forsaken Beauty and the Ether Beast. That's it. It's all good. And I forgot there's book club on Monday morning, so I have to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. After I'm going to be a wreck. But I've actually read the book for that ages ago and read the second book as well. And I'm reading Kelsey's because it's a bit longer for next month. So there you go. Okay, right. So give me some numbers, Dave. 56. So this is a spin for an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die. 59. Who gets that? Okay. So Kelsey, you get an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die. So that's that one done. What time is it? Okay, yes. I'm running a little bit early. So has anyone got any questions? I'm running a little bit early now. Kelsey, if you can either Facebook message me or email me at Karen J. Carlisle. Can you put that in again? And put who won the ebook copy on the other event page. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Can you message me on Facebook or email me at karenjcarlisle@gmail.com, and I will tell you how to get your copy of ebook. Excuse me. And also you guys can tell me too whether you get the new cover, because I changed that about a month ago, so you should be getting the new cover to match. Okay. Right. So I was talking before. So tomorrow, let's see, my next thing. Have I missed anything? No, I haven't missed anything. Good. I've got little pictures numbered over here. Will do. Thank you, Kelsey. Okay. So if you're in Adelaide, so okay, this isn't going to be so great for people out of Adelaide, but if you're in Adelaide, tomorrow from 1 to 4, I'll be up at the Playford Civic Centre. So it's up north of Adelaide. They've got their author market. It's right there in front of me. Look at that. I'm looking at the picture. I'm just ignoring it. And if you have, if at the end, if someone's won the paperback or the book box and you want to pick it up tomorrow, let me know, because I can take it tomorrow and you can pick it up then. Kelsey, I can't remember whether you were still here. You were here when I said that I am giving away a paperback copy of Twixtmas and of Tomorrow When I Die, and a book box, but unfortunately they are for Australia only because I can't afford the postage to go interstate. So that's why I'm doing extra ebooks. So, okay. So question time again. I'm here. Yep. Good luck with your house inspection, Lauren. Okay, so you are putting these comments down to number, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. So you can meet local authors and discover new genres to read, because there's all sorts of genres there. I'll be there with all my books, and I'll have a couple of book boxes as well. I was happy to come and hang out. Thanks, Kelsey. And so there's 2 more ebook giveaways. I need more people. What I should do is just say, if you haven't got an ebook, let me. That's what I should say. But I do have some questions. So this question is for Twixtmas, for a ebook copy of Twixtmas. The first person to answer correctly. When is Twixtmas set? Here we go. Put it on the other thing too. And the first person to answer correctly, if they can remember, for an ebook copy of Twixtmas. So anyone who hasn't got an ebook of Twixtmas, who wants an ebook of Twixtmas, if you can remember. Oh, Michael, you've got COVID. I'm sorry to hear that. Christmas Day, Lauren, you get a copy of ebook. Lauren's first, so put Lauren on the Facebook page that she won it. Yep. So you know the thing. Message me or email me. I can get rid of this now, can't I? To work out how to get your copy. Okay, yay. And for an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die. So if you don't have an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die and you want one, this is the question to answer, the first to answer that. And can you put it in and press return when I tell you? So everyone gets it at the same time. We're also posting, I'm trying to post the actual questions as well for people who don't hear so well, so they can actually see the question. So the question, are we ready? Okay, if you can post that now. When is Tomorrow When I Die set? Now, I did say that. So look for both of them, for Facebook and for... Hopefully those other things went up that I scheduled. If they didn't, I'm going to have to put them up again. I can't see them. So when is Tomorrow When I Die set? And I did say this. Bonus point for where it's set. Just before Christmas. Yeah, can you be a bit more specific? Be a bit more specific. Oh yeah, the book trails went up. Yay. Can you be a bit more specific? Christmas Eve. Yes. So yeah, just before Christmas could have been anything, Sharon. Sorry. So Christmas Eve. Yes, I'll give that one to Lauren again. She's good. Okay. Right. Okay. I've done that. I'm almost there, people. Okay. So at the beginning, I said everyone who comments right from the beginning gets a chance to win the print copy. Okay, so I'm going to ask a question, and the first person to answer it correctly, Lauren takes notes, and twice on Christmas. Yeah, Sharon, you edited it. Shh, you just did a spoiler there, Sharon. Okay. So this is for a paperback copy of Twixtmas. Twixtmas, where are you, Twixtmas? So this is the paperback copy. Now, unfortunately, I can't post this overseas. So, Kelsey, you can answer the question if you want to, but I can't post this overseas for you unless you know someone I can post it to who'll post it to you. So this one is a question. Are you ready, Dave? Tell me when you're ready to go with the question. So you put for a paperback copy of Twixtmas in brackets, post Australia in Australia only. So that way the people who couldn't get here, yeah. Okay, so the first person to answer this question, which I've got to wait for Dave to type up. That's okay, Sharon. Okay, the question is, put it onto YouTube first. How is Sally related to Enid in Twixtmas? How is Sally related to Enid? So the first person to answer that correctly. I got excited. I thought the question going up was someone answering the question. So Sharon, you probably know this one. So you edited it, so probably cheating. So how is Sally related to Enid? I've mentioned it several times. We'll wait for that one. While we're waiting for someone to answer that one, I'll give you a hint that I left clues for the question I'm going to ask for the 12 Days of Book Box. 12 Days of Twixtmas Book Box. Okay, is anyone remembering how Sally is related to Enid? It's almost a hint on the title, isn't there? Not quite, but yeah. I know, but I'll let someone else answer. Is anyone else going to answer? Niece. Almost, Michael. Almost. You have to be a little bit... Nope. No, not mother and daughter. Go on, Michael. Just that little bit further. You can do it. Michael, you're almost there. Almost there. Come on, Michael, you can do it. Anyone else going to have a go? It's a Come on, Michael. So, Lauren, at this stage, Michael's the closest. Yes! Michael, come on, Michael, quick. Quick, Michael, quick. So I take it, Lauren, you're going to let Michael have it. Come on, Michael. I think because he's got COVID, he's just a little bit... It was Michael had COVID, wasn't it? Yeah. Come on, Michael. We're waiting for you. We'll give it to Michael because Lauren knows, but she's letting Michael have it. So Michael gets a copy. It's actually great. Yes, thank you. Great niece. You got it. So it's Great Aunt Enid. And so it's her great niece. So they actually are related. and it's the sister or brother, I can't remember now. Yeah, brain fog. That's okay. You've got don't answer. Sharon's been telling herself, don't answer. Okay, so Michael gets the paperback copy. So you won't be at the event tomorrow, Michael, so I'll have to post it to you. Post to Michael. Now, Michael, you'll need to either message me on Facebook later today or email me at Karen J. Carlisle. Can you put that on the thing? At gmail.com with your postal address so I can send that out to you. Okay. Right. And now we've got a paperback copy of Tomorrow When I Die. So the book launched today was for Twixtmas, and the paperback copy of Tomorrow When I Die, which came out, and it has Christmassy stuff on it. Where's the Christmassy stuff? So there's Christmassy stuff on it. Let's see. Okay. Biting our tongues. You guys are cool. Okay, so a paperback copy of Tomorrow When I Die. Okay, are you getting ready for the question, Dave? Tell me when you're ready to hit the go button. So I said I'm getting it put up at the same time I say it so that if people can't hear properly and their closed captions aren't working, they get a chance of doing it. Because, I don't hear properly. So, okay, are we ready? You can cut and paste,
Yeah, I know.
I did give it to him for cut and paste. Are we ready? Here we go. Go. What book is given to Viola as a Christmas present? So what book is there's I will take one of two answers. Because technically one was a book and one wasn't. One was in a magazine, but I'll take either. So what book was given to Viola as a Christmas present? I showed them to you before, which I'm not going to show to you again. And while you're thinking about that, remember there were clues along the way. So I suppose people who've been watching the whole time have probably got a bit more of a hint on that one for the 12 Days of Twixtmas book box coming up next. So, what book was given to Viola as a Christmas present in Tomorrow When I Die? One's just really obvious, and the other one was, willing to give hints to people. Well, you can give hints to people all you want, Lauren. Have you got a copy of this already, Lauren? Because you can, you won a few things, haven't you? Sharon's already got a copy. Haven't you? You got a copy, didn't you, Sharon? Don't answer. Okay, so does anyone remember? So Lauren's been taking notes. Okay, anyone remember what was given as a present, a book? I got the ebook copy. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay. Anyone answer the question of what book was given to Viola as a Christmas present? Oh, come on, someone's got to know. Oh, God, you have to put up with my singing. Hint, it's a Dickens novel. Yes, it is. Yes, you've got the original book, yep. Okay. Come on. I'm going to have another bit of tea. I think Kelsey's hanging out for the book box. Not Kelsey, Lauren's hanging out for the book box because I think she has been taking notes. And someone else mentioned something before who might have an idea. There's a Muppets movie of it. Yes, there is. There is. Personally, I really like the Muppets Treasure Island. It wasn't that book that was a present, by the way. Muppets Treasure Island got me through a very bad time. That and Xena Warrior Princess got me through a really bad time in my life. And Friends. Okay, a film about the man who invented it. Oh, I like that one. Um, it presents the characters as actual actors playing the characters, talking to him. And even though I don't actually see the characters, they sort of do talk to you. I just love that movie. They don't mention, yeah. Da, 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 da. Yes, Merritt, it's Christmas Carol. Did you go back and look it up, Merritt? So yes, so I would have taken the Chronic Argonauts, which was in a magazine, but yes, Christmas Carol. So Merritt gets a paperback copy of Tomorrow When I Die. So write that down. Where is that? Merritt. So Merritt, if you can message me, we believe in everyone having a go. Merritt, if you can message me on Facebook or if you can email me on karenjcarlisle@gmail.com, and I will need a postal address to send that to. That'd be great. Merritt, is that one? Okay. Okay. Now, I can't do drum. I need a drum roll. Okay. Now, this one's a little bit harder, so we might have to have a little chat while we're doing this one here. And the people who've been around longer or people who can very quickly go back and scan through can probably get this one. Okay, so 12 Days of Twixtmas book box giveaway. So this is, again, I'm sorry, postage to Australia only because I just can't afford the postage. Although I am working on a digital book box. I just haven't got it yet. It's probably going to be a little while. So things happened. So at the start of the launch, I asked you to pay attention to clues to question at the end of the book. So to celebrate the release of Twixtmas, I created a limited number of book boxes which actually have the paperback, ebook, and book-related items related to Twixtmas. So you get 12 little parcels, and you open one parcel for each 12 days. And one parcel has the paperback, and one parcel has the ebook, and a few other things as well. Each has a book-related item. Some were handmade by me, and I've done stuff to other ones. And you get something to drink, something to wear, something to create, something to decorate your tree, nice smelling things to use for reading, something to play with, something to make, and digital downloads. Okay, the question is, and this is probably going to take a little while for some of you to get. I know some people will be making notes that might happen. And I know someone twigged very early, didn't they, Dave? How many different cups did I use today, and what were they? Ha! It's a hard one because, it costs a lot of money to book books. So we'll need to line them up so I can show them. So if you can grab them again, but put them down low so they can't see what you're giving me. So that's okay. So while you're working that one out, I will give a hint at the first one because some people weren't here. So the first one was, yes, this is the first one. So I'll give you a little story on each one as well as we go. So this one, I've just got, it was on sale at Big W, nothing exciting, but it was a gingerbread man. And since there's gingerbread featuring in Twixtmas, I thought that is just really cool. And I bought that around Christmas too, so I was using it at Christmas time. So the question, reminding people, is how many different cups did I use today and what were they? The closest to the answer correct. I think we'll go with the closest one. Yep. The first one to get closest. Okay. So that was the first one. And this was the last one. So this one is my most recent one. It comes with Bottom. Can you give me the bottom so I can show the bottom? I'll talk about something while they're doing it. Oh, okay. That's close, Lauren. Oh, that's so close. Gingerbread, black cup. What are you missing? Oh, you're missing one. Yes. So this one came with like it's a leaf, and Dave found that at where'd you find that? It was a cheap shop, I think. Yeah, reject shop. So that was pretty cool. So Lauren, you've got 4 of them so far. There was one after the black cat, and before the shiny fluted mug, and it was related to Actually, I need to show. Related to Twixtmas, and it was a T2 cup. So anyone else got any? It's probably going to be Lauren at this stage. She's been biding her time. That's why she was giving other people hints, because she wanted the book box. You said you might pop in tomorrow at the event, Lauren? So, yeah, what time is it? It's 12:24. So I think if anyone else is going to put an answer up, just say, hang on, wait or something, so I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lauren wins. Okay, so the correct answer, as Lauren said, and sorry, Marit, this made it a bit hard for you because you came in, but right at the beginning we thought, well, we'll do this because I've done this before. So first of all was the gingerbread man Christmas cup. So that's related to Twixtmas. I'll give that to you so you can get out of the way so it doesn't get broken. And then we had the cup, Black Cat cup, and like Mr. B. Yep, I'm a book collector. Like Mr. B, except Mr. B is actually really dark charcoal colour, but they at the same time that the gingerbread man, same place was this one here. And there was also a Halloween. This was the Halloween ones. So that was that one there. And then the third one, can I have the bottom for this one? Is a mushroom one. So in Twixtmas, they do come across some mushrooms that do dubious things, and it has a bottom. You didn't see the bottom, but that's what it is there. Yep. So that's that one there. So you can take that one. That was number 3, and number 4 still has some tea in it. Is this yeah, it's another T2 one. I love my T2 ones. I've got a friend who works there, so she tells me about stuff coming up. I know it's coming up real soon next month. So it's purple and hints of green. It's really pretty. It's an iridescent one. That was the 4th one, and the 5th one, of course, was the flower mug. Well, technically, it's a teacup. So there were 5, and Lauren has got them correct. Yeah, I'm a note taker too. It is gorgeous. Where was it from? Reject Shop. This was from Reject Shop. I got our local Reject Shop only had the one, so I only got one. I wanted 2, but yeah, they had a pink one and a yellow one, but they had big yellow bits on the outside, which I didn't like. So yeah, so that was from the Reject Shop, Lauren. So Lauren, you get the Lauren book box. So Lauren, you said you were probably going to pop by at the author event tomorrow. I'll just put the author event thing back up for people who are interested. I can bring that book box for you tomorrow. That saves me $15 postage. So I can bring that for you tomorrow if you want. I think that, yeah. Okay, so I'll probably start wrapping up now. I'll just wait for Lauren to say if she's going to be at the event tomorrow. I think you said you might pop in, so I'll bring it. But yeah, message me or email me at karenjcarlisle at gmail.com for postal address as well, and then we can work that out later. So I'm gonna go and have lunch and watch something inane on television and prep for I've got to pack for tomorrow. Oh my gosh. And then probably Tuesday I will start, if you haven't been to the event, I'll start organising postage and stuff. and I've got the ebook stuff set up on BookFunnel to get, so you can get that via that and get whichever you prefer. So thank you to Lauren and to Marit and to Sharon and to Michael and to Kelsey and to Wayne's gone, and everyone who there wasn't anyone else. I feel like I'm doing Romper Room, looking through the square window, rectangular window. Get it right. Thanks everyone for popping by. We'll just quickly go through again. So the following people. So Sharon got an ebook copy of Twixtmas. Nathan Wayne got an ebook copy of Twixtmas. Kelsey got an ebook copy of Twixtmas. Merritt got an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die, I think. Yeah. Yep. Kelsey got an ebook copy of Tomorrow When I Die. And Lauren got you're going to have giveaways, Lauren, aren't you? She got the oh my goodness, she got the paperback of both of them and the book box. No? No, what have I done? Who got the paperback of Twixtmas?
She got ebook of Twixtmas.
Yeah. Who got the paperback of
paperback? Twixtmas was Michael.
Okay, Michael. That's right. I wrote down Laurel because you said you didn't. So Michael got the paperback copy of Twixtmas, yes? Who got the paperback copy of Tomorrow When I Die? Marit got the thank you. Oh, my pencil's running out. So, sorry, I'll do that again. So Marit got the paperback copy of Tomorrow When I Die. Oh no, that's because I was doing the ebooks. So Lauren got the ebooks. The paperback, okay. Oh, I'm confused now. So the paperback, Michael, yes, I was on the wrong page. Michael Wally got the paperback of Twixtmas. Marit got the paperback of Tomorrow When I Die, and Lauren got the book box. So I hope I sell lots tomorrow too, Michael, as well. I will actually have book dice. If you're going to the event tomorrow, I will have book dice available. This one's in something else. Yeah. So I will have book dice available to buy there for the people who turn up and want some book dice. And I will actually have some stickers and other merch as well. And I will also have a couple of extra book boxes. But I will take... Thank you, Lauren. I know I've been scatterbrained. I've got a splitting headache. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And, yeah, if the people who won the things can email me at karenjcarlisle@gmail.com or message me, and I can tell you how to get your prize, but I'll need postal addresses and stuff for other people. And of course that leaves us with the thank you. If you're in Adelaide tomorrow, come and see me. You can get more of my ebooks tomorrow, and also have download. You can actually get paperbacks and ebooks tomorrow and book merch. And then follow me on the links. Is it that one? So you can get my newsletter at everything's Karen Jar Carlisle, just about. At my can you put the link in? Website. You can get a newsletter as well, tell you what's coming up, and you can support me on Patreon as well. And so I will leave you with 10. That's it. Yes, I will leave you with a original book trailer. Oh yeah, where to follow? You can follow me. I'll put that up later. The follow thing. Can you put the follow and that into them as well? So I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Substack, Blue Sky, everything except for TikTok. Okay, so I actually compiled a book trailer for Christmas in July with both books, so I'll show you that one. And thank you for everyone for coming. Oh, wrong one. I knew I'd stuff that up. What am I doing? This one, which is not working. Yeah, the hard drive's just working, so give it a tick. Here we go. Start again. Thank you, everyone. And there's just a few places where you can follow me. I'll get Dave to post those into the chats. And you can buy direct from me if you're in Australia, my other books as well. And Books to Read will take you to buying. I've only got the one link there. You can find me on Books to Read, so I have got the wrong link, so that's okay. I think it's long. So I've got the link there for Twixtmas and Tomorrow When I Die, but you can buy the other ones. And Books to Read gives you all the different online bookstores that you can buy it at. So thank you, everyone, and see you later.